I've got a story to share. Be me. Live in a very small town. People who live in small towns, y'all know the feeling. 99.99% of the time, nothing ever happens in our town. But when something happens 0.01% of the time, it shakes everybody up to the core. Anyways, there is this sealed factory just outside our town. Nobody knows why it was shut down and sealed off. I've checked the news, but found absolutely nothing. Summertime, have a few cousins of mine come over to spend time with me. One of my cousin asks me about that factory. Tell him that it is sealed off. He starts asking all sorts of stupid questions, and I try to answer my best. Somewhere in the middle of all that, we came to the conclusion that something horrible happened inside that factory, that is why it's sealed off. Another cousin says we should go and investigate. Brilliant idea made. MP3. I'm not really a big fan of messing around things I shouldn't, but since my cousins came from a long way, I figured it's the least I could do. So we go to the factory, and see that there is this big padlock on the front gate of the factory. No way we were going to break it, or lockpick it. Circle around the compound hoping we would find another way in. During that process, I spot a camera peeking out from the inside of the compound. Automatically assume that cameras don't work because factory is sealed shut. Duh. Wrong fucking a wrong. Wav. My cousin finds a way inside from the back side of the factory. We all go inside the compound. Make up our way to the front of the factory so that we can enter inside. The entry door was locked from the inside. Make another circle trip around the factory to find an entrance. Find a door, but was locked. It had a window beside it, figured we could break it to enter inside. Bad fucking idea. JPG. We all enter the factory and see that there were a lot of things left inside. Things like furniture, machines, computers, files etc. It looked like they vacated the factory in a hurry, and never bothered to come back to collect their stuff. We slowly made our way up to the third floor. There was a buzzing sound coming from one of the rooms on the third floor. That room was the server room. The servers were still on. So was the computer on the desk. We turn on the monitor. Live recording of cameras of the factory. Oh shit oh shit oh shit. PNG. Wreck the server and run like hell. A few months goes by. A guy comes into my town, and starts asking about the break-in at the factory. I run into him at the local supermarket. He asks me if I know anything about the break-in. Say no. Guy gives me a creepy smile and walks away. Shit, he knows. MP3. Another few months goes by. I receive a post. It was photos of me and my cousins breaking into the factory. Also, there was a letter. It said I know. Alright friends, gather around cause I've got a story to tell. Be me in college. College surrounded by woods. Spend an awful lot of time in the woods dicking around with faggots I call my buddies. We have a spot in the woods which is 10 minutes deep inside. Never went more than 10 minutes deep inside the woods because don't want to get lost. One fine day, a buddy of mine went full retard and planned to explore the deep woods. Not a good idea. MP3. It was 5 of us. We were prepared for spending the night in the woods in case we got lost. Begin our adventure in the afternoon post-lunch. We originally planned on 2 hours deep into the woods. Since time flies in the woods, we were 4 hours deep. Everybody was starting to freak the fuck out. None of us noticed that we spent 4 hours walking in the woods. Decide to head back before sundown. 5 minutes later, we get lost. None of us remember the route we took. Everything looked the same for us. We knew that taking the wrong route would make us run around in the circles. Figured it was best if we split into 2 groups and find the correct route. Again about idea. Wav. An hour goes by, we got more lost than ever. Another half an hour later, we all meet at a point, and it was beginning to get dark. Came to the conclusion that we were lost as fuck. The best part? We didn't tell anybody that we were heading into the woods, so that means no help if we get lost. All fucking great. What now? JPG. One faggot says we should find a nice area and camp overnight because it was beginning to get dark in the woods. Nice idea faggot.mp3. Find a clearing where we set up camp. Everybody was tired mentally and physically. Sometime around midnight, we hear something rustling around the tree line. Suddenly hear footsteps coming from all directions. We were out in the open, a direct fucking target for whatever the fuck is out there. Knew we were going to fucking die right there. Everything went silent after the sound of footsteps started. Like the forest suddenly echoed itself out. Count. The sound of footsteps lasted for a few seconds, but it felt like an eternity. Out of the blue, the sound of footsteps drowns and the forest comes alive. Thank God. PNG. Couldn't sleep the whole night. Next morning, we start early and somehow find our way out of the woods. Never going back in there, fuck that shit. Hey/X/. Did I fuck up or did I do the right thing? Be me. Never done the letter method or anything to attract suck. Read about it, interested, think about doing it. Week or so ago. Feel presence hugging me from behind in sleep. Happens again couple times. Becomes more intimate over time. Might be a succubus.jpg. Yesterday dream about hot girl. Fuck her pussy while some guy I don't know fucks her ass. Weird.png. Why is there some other guy? Ask her if she is a succubus. She gets pissed. Says why can't you just stop being so suspicious? Leaves. Did I just fuck up my chance with a succubus, or was it something else? A presence that gets angry when I ask what it is seems really shady to me. Be me. Load my dishwasher with pots and pans. Water spraying on metal makes a rhythmic ringing sound. Sounds like muffled female voices chanting. Ready. Go. Ready. Go. Ready. Go. Ready. Go. Suddenly feel grateful that I'm not schizo like most of you. Excuse my bad English. Be me, X since yesterday, atheist. Research about Archangel Michael alone in my room. The room gets cold and I feel goosebumps through my body. He appears. I can somehow dream the Archangel with my open eyes. I see him above me surrounded by light and stars and nebulas. I can't describe his beauty, the light, the strength, the power and the glory that he emitted. I feel ashamed somehow, not worthy of his presence. I felt like dirt compared to him. His earrings were of the deepest blue, wavy, hair, of golden lie on his head, eyes of the same blue as the clothes, skin of the purest white, everything white around me looks yellow now after I saw him, subtle nuances of rose in his cheeks. My words can't do him justice, I can't describe what nuances and proportions I saw. I can't imagine a being more beautiful and perfect. He didn't talk to me, but the cold turned into a pleasant chill. I felt warmth and ease in my chest and my eyes got filled with tears. I felt protected, I felt loved, I felt forgived, I felt a hope that I had never felt before. The most pleasant of feelings radiated through my body, making my legs shake with every wave. I was crying my eyes out the whole time. He disappeared slowly, but the good feelings remained long after. I was in a dark place before that, but now I feel healed and I have hope. I love the Archangel Michael. I fixed a lot of fences. I used to keep the pliers in the handcuff pouch. That move saved me a lot of pliers because I drop those more than anything. Those and sunglasses. It's good to keep the waders because running into the swamp is gonna be pretty common depending on your jurisdiction. I hated that shit row with skunk cape. Make lots of fucking noise. It works with black bears too. I think I ran one off once. Be me. 3 a.m. sing with animal control. Hear something metal being beat to complete shit on the side of the road. Let off a few rounds, scares the fuck out of animal control. He nearly shit his pants. Probably a bear. We go see the shed that got destroyed suddenly. It's a tin can. Black bear didn't do that. Didn't see what did and didn't want to. Tell animal control, it's okay, it was a bear. Take the rabid dog and fuck off. Not a bear though. Be me, Naughted Crusader. It's been 31 days since I last allowed myself to void my bowls. Every day that passes I feel the love and power of Jesus Christ grow in my heart. When the urge to shit does emerge, I recite the Lord's Prayer until the feeling is banished from me. The men of science tell me that if I continue on my righteous path, that death will claim me. I feel no fear, for in death I will become one with the Christ. These servants of Satan have restrained me, and every day that passeth they force me to consume laxatives. The strength of the Lord our God hath carried me through these assaults, and I've still not broken my sacred oath. I will never break. I will never shit. Jesus is Lord. Be me. Ascend. Can't handle it, too much is happening. Come back down after a few days. Comfy though desu. Ascend again. Still can't handle it for too long. Fall back down again. Still feel more comfy. How do I break the cycle? Or should I want to? Be me. Info hazard. Scared to know about myself because I'm hazard. Hazardous material handled properly. Studied womas. Yeah. Science .png. Others scared of womas. Afraid of the hazards they'll learn. They become new info hazard.